Yeah, I mean, I've been through all of that too. I've gone through it was going so well in my spiritual development about, 5 years ago. And then the ego darkness just slipped in. I didn't even realize, but it covered my vision with a dark lens. And then I was like, oh, this is so stupid. Like, I didn't, all the love and the healing we were doing was so gross. And I was like, I don't want to be here. So I forced myself to come maybe twice, and then I quit. I permanently quit that group because I was a victim to my own self-sabotaging dark ego, right? I succumbed to it. But at the time, I wasn't prepared, I wasn't trained, and I wasn't equipped to even be aware that there's this thing called an ego that sabotages you this way. So about a couple of years after that, that's when I really restarted the course, got on track. I didn't miss a day for years. So meaning I had the supporting, the scaffolding in my directing my attention every day. So I couldn't get too far away with my ego. So back onto a disciplined path that not just like randomly a spiritual path, but specializes in ego sabotage, in the ego thinking that we're talking about.
That's good. I have the book, I should look at the book every day.
Which book?
The Course in Miracles book. I got it.
Oh, wow.
Somebody. I have one just like yours, the big blue one.
Yes, looking at it is one thing, but this is what I'm saying. A hard, firm decision and commitment.
Yes.
I start day 1, and I do day 2 and 3 and up until 100 and up until 200. I don't miss a day because I know the risk. I think we all understand if you miss one day, that's why with that program on Tuesdays, their incentive is if you miss even one session, you're out. They know the power of momentum.
Yeah. You know you're allowed to miss one, but one is it.
Commitment.
Yeah, you have to commit.
Oh yeah, because taking a day off, your ego's like, see, you took a day off, no problem. You don't, take another day off. It's fine. 3 days go by, 4 days, and then you're off track. You're lost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I could do that. I could do the Course in Miracles every day, couldn't I?
How badly do you want it? To be happy and free and joyful.
Yeah, no, I would like to do that. Just start it at day 1 and then you just do one each day? You do one a day?
Yes.
Right.
Wow.
So that's how it's designed, that's how it's written. The master, we just talked about how the master lived in that state of oneness, and because he was then that oneness, he healed everybody miraculously. Mm-hmm. So if we want to learn from that master, follow the program. It's a curriculum. Follow the curriculum.
The master? Jesus?
That's Jesus. Yeah. Right, in a nutshell, this material is from Jesus.
Yeah, this material is from Jesus.
This is written through Helen Chuckman to be gifted to the world because Jesus doesn't have the body. He easily does rematerialize, make appearances to people all the time. I see accounts, I read about it. It's easy for him to do.
My sponsor told me that she saw Jesus. Like she was telling me a story and she just said, and then I saw Jesus.
And they do it so that nobody else is able to see. Only the person that he's meaning to appear to. Like literally one of the times a group of people was in a church and they were a choir and there was one man in the pews sitting there and the woman singing was like, that's Jesus. Like literally it was him.
I just got shivers.
Dressed in normal clothing with jeans because he fits in. But that's how easy it is for anybody of a high consciousness to appear in this realm. Now, he's not making it a huge spectacle. You know what happens when you make a big spectacle. They attack and crucify him all the time, every chance they get. So anyways, he's working through ulterior ways of getting the same message, same content. Right now it's on these pages, and this means that they chose to do it. So I pay attention very carefully to every single word that is in this material, and I've been living by that. And so the fact that I succumbed to that ego sabotage 5 years ago, but since then, since doing the material, I've never fallen to that level again. And I've only ever just increased and increased, and it's up and down a little bit for sure.
Yeah.
But the worst, it seems, knock on wood.
It came directly from Jesus. Yeah, it wasn't like the Bible where the people they were writing and then editing and adding and deleting. Yeah. Yeah, so Bible it's different than the A Course in Miracles.
This is the if the Bible was more edited and corrected and revised, keeping only the true good parts and then taking away all the distorted stuff. So basically, it's like the scripture. It's a scripture for these times.
Mm-hmm.
It's the holy words that they really work if you want it and you apply yourself. The evidence speaks for itself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't even believe I'm sitting here doing this circle. Why am I here talking
Well,
about
I
this?
can see how it's worked for you, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You're a very good example.
Mm-hmm.
So you just read it every morning.
Well, you read it every morning and then you follow the instructions for the whole day.
Yeah.
Without following the instructions, your progress is very slow.
Yeah.
And you don't really get the benefits. So it is a heavy-duty commitment. And if you feel that calling and you really commit, I mean, your life is going to absolutely transform.
Mm-hmm.
But it requires you to do things throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
Application, integration, reminders,
Okay.
pauses,
So you
brief
have to carry the
meditations.
book around with you then, don't you?
Well,
Or a little notebook where you write some of it.
yeah.
you do.
So there's
Nice.
alternative ways. You can, if you want to carry a big book, I do. No, not these days. I don't these days. But there's, for example,
You can photograph it.
you can photograph it. You can have it on your phone. There's apps for it. That's easy enough these days. There's slim versions of just the workbook. It's always in my backpack permanently. Just the workbook portion I have in my bag. So just for the lesson references, that's one way you can carry it around.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'd like to get that.
Yeah, okay. It's designed to be practically applied in an average person in an American lifestyle applied through your
Right.
day.